Okay, so this is another response to The Amazing Atheist, who hopefully by the end of this exchange will be the formally Amazing Atheist. Well, there, you can keep your alliteration. So, TJ, I liked your latest video. I thought it was relatively respectful, and you kept a calm, collected demeanor, and you did slip into a few of your classic insults, as usual, but I've come to expect that, so I'm not going to encourage you to continue to do that, but at the same time, I must commend you for making an effort to be a little more civil now that you and I have opened up a dialogue. I hope to continue the dialogue as long as you're willing to do it, and I'd be happy to make however many responses to you as necessary in order to continue having this little debate. And if you ever want to actually have a live conversation with me or record it or whatever you want to do, you just let me know. Okay, so once again, just going to play some of your clips and just respond to what you have to say, and I think, it'll be fun, and the audience seems to like it on both sides, and let's just keep things fun and respectful. Cool? Alright, let's go.
But I will cover the 3 points that are actually somewhat important. Now, when I say important, I mean important for you. I don't mean important for anyone else watching this, because no one else watching this needs these points made for them. And I understand, because I'm not a normal guy either. We're two freaks talking to each other. We have an audience of normal folk watching us, but you and me, we're both up, okay? And I embrace my f***ness, and you seem to try to hide it.
You want to know something, TJ? You and I actually have quite a bit in common. We also have quite a bit not in common, but, anyways.
You don't choose who you get to love. It's an oft-lamented fact that we don't get to choose who we love.
TJ, the reason I'm wearing a mask, man, is out of love. I know that might sound utterly ridiculous, but basically I'm trying to show you, on your own level, man, I'm trying to show you that I'm willing to embarrass myself for the purpose of showing you that I care. I care about you, I care about my audience, I care about people. How does wearing a Batman mask show that? Well, you talked about subtext in your last video, so I'll let you figure that out. But what I really want to talk about is love is not a feeling as much as society wants to make you think that. Love is a choice. It is something you do. You see, let me give you an example. If you were a homeless person and you were starving, if I walk up to you and I don't have any feelings for you, but I give you a warm meal and some cash, that's love, man. That's love. Love is doing anything despite feelings to help someone. That's what love is. And that's the kind of love that God has for us. God doesn't have these ooshy-mooshy feelings for us, because quite frankly there's not very much lovable about us. He loves us because He Himself has a loving nature, and He will lavish His love on mankind by becoming a man and dying on a cross to save us from the wrath that is to come that we deserve for disobeying God. His love has been shown to us not because we deserve it, not because He has lovey-dovey feelings for us, but because that is the nature of love. It is a selfless, it is not based on feelings, it is based on character. TJ, there's a very profound video that someone made about you, which I'm going to link to on the side of this video, which I want you to watch. A guy has reached out to you in love, with a message of love, and his most critical thing that he says about you is he doesn't see much love in you. TJ, I like you as a friend. I know you and I haven't been friendly exactly in the past, but man, I'd do anything to help you, or anyone for that matter, because that's who I am. That's what I believe in my heart. I believe that people, regardless of what they've done or what they deserve, because of who I am, I want to be loving towards other people. That's what love is. It's not based on feelings. And you don't seem to understand that. So you need to reevaluate your understanding of what true love is. True love is not based on feelings. True love shows itself in spite of feelings. It's when I don't feel like loving someone, when I show loving qualities, that is true love.
So I choose to love you. It doesn't work that way. It never has. And the fact that you would suggest that it does makes me think that you don't know what love is.
TJ, you're the one who doesn't understand what love is, man. You're the one who doesn't understand what love is. But I want to show you. I want to show you what true love looks like. TJ, despite everything you've said about me, despite all the hatred that you've shown towards me.
So I just wanted to get right off the bat and say, F you, Venom Fang X, I hope you die, mother. F you, F you, F you.
I love you, man. I'd do anything for you. And that's love. Do you think I have feelings for you? No. In fact, I usually get angry and very frustrated with you. But from one human being to another, there is absolutely nothing I would not do to help you. And you will never be able to do anything. There's nothing you could do to make me feel otherwise. And anything you've ever done to me, or will do, I forgive you. I forgive you completely. And that's how God feels about you too. He loves you. He'll forgive you. But here's the thing, TJ. I can love you and forgive you all I want. But if you're going to continue to be the way you are, and if you're not going to reciprocate or appreciate what's being offered to you, you're not going to be able to appropriate that forgiveness in your life. You will continue to live the way you've been living, doing the things you've been doing. You'll never change. And then you're never going to be fit for the world that is to come. Okay, we're just going to answer your final questions. You asked, how did an originally perfect design and creation ever become imperfect? Well, you have to keep in mind, what did God create it for? What was the purpose? What was the perfect purpose of the creation itself? The purpose was to give mankind a choice to obey and love God or not. Because remember, God wanted to have a relationship with mankind. A relationship means you can choose to be in it or not. So mankind was given the choice. Some chose not. And you're clearly in that camp as well. And you don't have to be. So when people have chosen to not be with God, they've therefore separated themselves from God and started to do things that were contrary to what God wanted them to do, such as evil things. Now you said, so why does God give us things like I'm not sure quite what the word is, but you said people do violence and illicit sex and things they shouldn't do, so why did God give us the desire to do those things? The answer is He didn't. He gave us the good traits, such as love, and when, sadly, we chose to disobey God, things that were once good, such as love, became perverted into things that they shouldn't have been, such as lust. For every good trait, such as, let me give you another example, other than love, self-preservation is a good thing. Unfortunately, once sin entered the world, self-preservation turned into selfishness and greed. And these things are bad. So everything that's good, or that originally was good, has been perverted and twisted upside down by sin. That's just the nature of sin. It takes something that was good and makes it bad. So God gave us the good things, and you can choose to use them for good or for evil. That's the nature of what God has given us, which gives merit and value to the good things that we choose. When I choose to love someone rather than be selfish, that's a good thing. So that's pretty much the answers. All I can say, TJ, is your objections are very weak, man. Very weak. And I just want to show you, and I want the Christians to show you what true love is, because this is the crux of what the Christian message is. It's a love that passes anything you've ever experienced before. So Christians, if you're watching this, leave a supportive, loving comment to The Amazing Atheist for him to read, so at very least he will have no excuse to say that Christians didn't open up their arms and welcome him to the kingdom. TJ, I really want you to look at the comments that you receive on your videos. I want you to just go back and really look at what kind of worldview what your worldview advocates, the kind of behavior it encourages. You'll see a very different spirit than the types of messages that I receive on my channel. And, Jesus said, the great teacher, he said, by their fruits you will know them. A fruit is something that is produced, right? I want you to look at what my channel produces, and then go and look at what your channel produces. You said you want to change the world. Go look at how you've changed the world. Have you made it a better place? TJ, my last comments. You've mentioned evolution twice in the last 2 videos. It's your only hiding place from God, and it's not true. Evolution is not true. You know, you look in the fossil record and you see a bunch of things that kind of look like other things, so you've misconstrued that as thinking that, well, one thing evolved into the other, and God just made a whole bunch of different looking things that, and a lot of them look very similar. And they all got buried in the flood. And that's all that happened, man. And I understand you're very confused over that, but it's because you want to believe it, man. You're hiding. You're hiding from God for whatever reason. But you've got no reason to hide, man. Come into the light. Come into the light, man. Have you ever read the New Testament? Go read the Gospel of Matthew. I want you to read it. Alright, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and guys, pray for TJ, and leave a comment. Alright, God bless, guys.